The Cathedral of Knowledge, How to See the Beauty in Math. The video opens on a black screen. We hear the cold, mechanical whir of a computer fan and a monotonous, synthesized beep. Visuals fade in, numbers and symbols cascade down the screen in a cold, sterile green. The feeling is impersonal and overwhelming. Host, voiceover, quiet, almost weary. For many of us, this is math. A robotic, algorithmic fog. A world of mechanical rules without a story, without a soul. The cascading numbers begin to slow. The mechanical sounds fade as a single, resonant piano note rings out. Hopeful music swells. The numbers stop, glow with a warm light, and begin to swirl into beautiful, organic patterns. Host, voiceover, voice becomes warmer, more confident. But what if that was just the fog and not the landscape? What if I told you that inside that fog, there stands a magnificent, hidden cathedral? The swirling lights resolve into the video's title card, The Cathedral of Knowledge. The host appears on screen in a warm, welcoming space. Host, the great tennis player Arthur Ashe said, "Success is a journey, not a destination." And the mathematician Carl Friedrich Gauss told us where to find the joy in that journey, not in having the answer, but in the act of getting there. Our journey today is to step out of the fog and explore that cathedral. We'll discover it's built on 3 pillars that Albert Einstein said filled his life with joy, goodness, beauty, and truth. The foundation, unshakable truth. Host, our exploration begins with the ground beneath our feet. Every great structure needs a foundation that will never crumble. In this cathedral, the foundation is unshakable truth. Its strength comes from a total commitment to rigor. A mathematical proof, once verified, is true forever. Its significance is profound. It's a bedrock of certainty in a confusing world. Truth gives the cathedral its strength, but beauty gives it its soul. The architecture, breathtaking beauty and animation of a glowing, elegant blueprint unrolls in space. Host, to understand its soul, we start with the architect's vision, the blueprint. Its genius lies in its profound conciseness. This beauty begins with unification, which connects ideas that seemed totally separate. A perfect example is James Clerk Maxwell, who took electricity and magnetism and proved they were 2 sides of the same coin. The beauty here reveals a hidden, underlying unity in our universe. This unity allows for incredible simplicity, the elegance of using the fewest possible assumptions. Maxwell's grand unification was accomplished with just 4 beautiful equations. The significance is in its power, showing how much can be explained with so little. When an idea is this unified and this simple, it can achieve epistemic tractability. This is the beauty of a profound idea being so clear that you can hold it entirely in your mind. The famous proofs for the irrationality of the square root of 2 or the infinitude of primes are beautiful because they make an eternal truth perfectly accessible. The blueprint animation seamlessly transforms into a 3D wireframe of the cathedral being built, piece by piece. Host, from an elegant blueprint, a sound structure must rise. This brings us to the beauty of its consistency, where every part logically supports every other part. This consistency provides explanatory depth, the power to explain why things work from the ground up. Euclid's Elements is the timeless example, giving us true understanding, not just a collection of facts. This depth, in turn, allows for incredible generality. This is the beauty of seeing the bigger picture by abstracting away messy details. By using the general language of group theory, Galois theory proved that 5th-degree polynomials could never be solved with a simple formula. The beauty of this is its immense power and efficiency. The camera now flies inside the now fully rendered, beautiful cathedral. Light streams through stained glass windows. Host, so we have an elegant plan and a flawless structure. But a cathedral is more than its walls. Its deepest beauty is found in the experience of exploring it. This is the beauty of its completeness, a whole world, rich with secrets. This world is full of surprisingness, the beauty of a discovery that shatters our expectations. The discovery of irrational numbers was beautiful because it showed the world of numbers was far stranger than anyone had imagined, keeping us humble and curious. It holds treasures discoverable by theory alone, truths we could never find by experiment, but only through the power of clever theoretical work. The famous Cathedral theorem revealed a hidden, bell curve pattern in the prime factors of numbers, a truth our best computers could never verify. Its beauty is a testament to human ingenuity. And the greatest discoveries are fruitful. This is the beauty of an idea that is not an end, but a beginning. Paul Dirac's beautiful equation was fruitful because it opened a secret door to a new world. It predicted the existence of antimatter, launching a whole new era in physics. The cathedral's purpose, the power of goodness hosts, so we have this magnificent structure, a monument to truth and beauty. But what is it for? A cathedral isn't just a building to be admired from a distance, it's a source of goodness. And this goodness flows in three powerful directions. The visual shifts to a montage of a single person wrestling with a problem, then finding a moment of clarity. Host, first, its goodness flows inward, shaping the character of the builders themselves. As David Bessis wrote, this is a collective journey. And every person who joins it, wrestling with its challenges, builds in themselves the virtues of patience, perseverance, and rigor. That is its personal goodness. The visual shifts to an animation of the cathedral's glowing blueprint lines extending out, morphing into a DNA helix, a weather pattern, a stock market graph. Host, second, its goodness flows outward, transforming the world in ways the architects never imagined. The abstract language developed to describe the cathedral's perfect forms turns out to be the indispensable language of science. The pure mathematics of calculus later became the tool used to understand the complexities of modern finance. That is its practical goodness. The camera pulls back to show our cathedral, then reveals others in the distance. Glowing lines connect them into a vast, beautiful city of thought. Host, and finally, its goodness flows forward, allowing the cathedral itself to grow, evolve, and connect. This is the beauty of mathematics unifying and strengthening itself. Ambitious projects like the Langlands program build grand bridges between our cathedral and others, revealing they are all districts in one magnificent city of thought. It's as Terence Tao noted, even when working on different buildings, our ideals all kind of tend to converge to the same thing. That is its eternal, self-renewing goodness. Knowing the place for the first time, the host is back on screen, quiet and reflective. The stunning cathedral is visible behind him. Host, the poet T.S. Eliot wrote, "We shall not cease from exploration, and the end of all our exploring will be to arrive where we started and know the place for the first time." So let's do that now. Let's stand here for a moment in the heart of this cathedral, a place we now understand has a profound and benevolent purpose, and see its beauty with new eyes. The music swells as the camera begins a slow, majestic tour of the animated cathedral. Host, voiceover, feel how the weight from two massive pillars is gathered by one soaring arch. That is unification. Notice the clean lines of the great stone columns, with nothing to distract from their noble purpose. That is simplicity. Grasp the architect's entire vision from the highest spire in a single, perfect thought. That is epistemic tractability. Follow the lines of force from the roof down to the ground, seeing not just that it stands, but why it must. That is explanatory depth. See that elegant curve in the window, then see that same curve echoed everywhere? That is generality. Stand in the center and feel the perfect harmony in the air, a result of hidden mathematical ratios? That is a truth discoverable by theory alone. Find a tiny, hidden carving left by the builder. That is surprisingness. And see that far archway, with scaffolding for a new wing? That is fruitfulness. Your invitation to the cathedral. The tour ends. The host is back on screen. Host, the beauty of this architecture isn't confined to these walls. It's a lens for seeing the world. So here is your mission, go out and look for it. A rapid, inspiring montage of real-world examples begins, a spiral galaxy, a nautilus shell, a branching tree. Host, voiceover, rhythmic and powerful, look for its conciseness. In the unification that connects our world, the elegant simplicity of a powerful idea, and the clear, beautiful view of tractability. Look for its consistency. In the explanatory depth that answers why, and the incredible generality that solves 1,000 problems at once. Look for its completeness. In the surprisingness that shatters expectations, the power of theory alone, and the fruitfulness that leads to new worlds. Share what you find. #Cathedral of Knowledge. The montage ends on a simple, beautiful shot of the glowing cathedral receding into the stars. Host, voiceover, calm and definitive, because when you find one, you'll find the others. As C.S. Lewis wrote, beauty is truth and good, truth is beautiful and good, and goodness is beautiful and true. Fade to black.